Nada imodelo push. Hello. Yes, nice. Okay, we are live. And we are about to get started. Sorry, friends, we're coming live late. Welcome, 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 welcome to the 7 p.m. DSA Facebook Live. My name is Baboshia, and today we have a special guest. But before I introduce you to our guest, please, as you're coming in, go share. Because I believe Abba's, our guest story is going to help someone. I'm excited about this, and I think we should all be excited. So please go share. And I want to particularly talk to parents that you should all go call your children to join this section, because I believe they are going to learn a lot from our guest today. So go invite your children, go bring your children, go invite your friends, go invite your family, and join us, because it's going to be an awesome time. So once again, sorry for coming late, and let's get started. So let's start with our guest. His name is Abba. Welcome, Abba. Hello. Abba, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so Abba, welcome to our program. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers, to our friends on Facebook and on YouTube?
Hello, my name. Hello, my name.
Go ahead.
Abba. I am 13. I'm from Ethiopia, but I was born in Oxford, England. We moved here in 2013, and been going to school here for about 5 years. I've enjoyed my here. I've learned things. I've learned how to play instruments. I've read new books. I've achieved new things. I've joined the army cadets a few months ago, and I've learned a lot of things there, like leadership. We've learned first aid, and a lot of other qualities have been developed there. And in my school, I love the school I go to.
Abba, I would like to say you should please speak up so we can hear you loud. Can you speak up?
I like sports, and I like, my favorite sport is football. I play football quite often in school, and I love basically any sport. I can play any sport, and yeah, that are my main interests.
Okay. So from what I understood, you were born in England, Oxford, is that right?
Yes.
So should I say correctly you're British, not Nigerian?
I still have a Nigerian passport.
Okay. So should I say you're Nigerian British?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So you also play soccer, because we interviewed your brother, Jerome, and yeah. I remember he also mentioned that he plays soccer. So is it a family, something you guys do? You love to play football?
Oh, I know my dad, and is like, he watches football sometimes. Me and my brother, we play football, but he wants to play it to a professional level. I just like playing it.
Oh, I see. So is there any other thing that you like to do professionally?
Not 100% sure, but it's coding, between coding, gaming, and possibly engineering or doctor.
That's nice. Coding is cool. I know a little bit about coding, so that's nice. Cool. Okay. So your parents have been on the platform, and we always have them, which is always a good time having them. And today is your turn in the family to be interviewed. And we will be talking today about a book, particularly this book, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us the title of the book?
Why you must urgently become a workaholic.
Okay, well, the title sounds interesting, so I believe it's all going to be interesting. But before we go further, I know you've read other books, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell us the title of the books you've read?
Yes. I've read Discover the Source of Your Latent Energy.
Okay.
Uncle Sam, Who Am I? How to Become Great Through Time Conversion, How to Create Your Own Network, and Why You Must Become a Workaholic.
Cool. So why did you choose this particular book? Why not other titles? Why not other books? Why this one?
I think it's important that people know that work is what produces everything. Everything a man produces is through work. Because, for instance, let's say there's a farmer who has a seed in his hand. Will he sit there and pray for God to plant his seed, to water and nurture his seeds, to harvest his seeds, to sell his seeds, to give him the profit? That won't happen. As much as he prays and fasts, it won't happen. But if someone who is willing to work gets his seed, plants his seed, nurtures his seeds, harvests his seeds, and takes his seeds to the market, his harvest to the market, and he will make profits. And he will also help people who need the food. So that shows that it's through work, not through prayer and fasting.
Right. So even if you have money, and if you don't, for example, even if you have money and you don't put the money to work, it's not so much of should I say, it won't help you to produce more money. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you are is not any position to stop. You keep on walking from where you are. That's what I believe.
All right. All right. That was a good example, by the way, with the one with the farmer. All right. So let's talk a little bit about your school. Can you tell us the name of your school?
St. Augustine's RC Roman Catholic High School.
Oh, so is it a Catholic school from the title?
Yes.
Oh, cool. So you mostly should have, since it's Oxford, you have mostly British teachers?
Well, I lived in Nigeria for 6 years, and I've moved here in 2013, and I've been, I don't know if British status, but yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's okay. You're 13, so you have enough time to do that. Cool. All right. So we'll just go straight to the lessons you've learned from the book. So we're going to start from chapter 1. Can you tell us the lessons you've learned?
I learned in chapter 1 is that being a workaholic is someone that works so much they become addicted to it. They love work so much. And if you love work, that's when you can work. And when you love work, you love what you're doing, you enjoy it, and you can produce, you can make fruits through it. You can actually make progress. You can do anything you want if you're willing to be able to put work. Also, if you love it, it's easier. If you do something you're not necessarily into, you're not liking it, it's going to be harder for you to work hard. You will just feel like you want to leave. You will not have the passion. But if you love what you're doing, then there will be passion. You will just want to keep going, and it will be hard for you to stop. And also, be a workaholic means that you produce. You can't go without working. It's not like you say, "Oh, I'm going to take a break from working." Working is you taking a break. Because you will love work so much, you will you can't do anything without it. Like Thomas Edison, when his wife told him to go and have a holiday, he said, okay, he said he will take a holiday. She comes back the next day and she sees him in his lab. She says, but I told you to take a holiday and take rest. He said, but this is my holiday. This is where I rest. That is how work should be to everyone. It should be somewhere where you want to just stay there. You just want to work hard. You just want to do it. That's what will make anybody successful.
Wow.
Yeah. Only people who work hard will get success. You don't get success by anything else other than work. Work is what God gave us so that we can get and earn things. I believe that He gave us human work. Right when Adam was created, He said that He gave us responsibility over the land. We should go and breed and multiply. He gave us responsibility, which I think is important. Seeing that it is when we have been given life, He gives us this commandment. I believe that it's important that we work, and it's crucial to our life that we work.
Nice. Very well said. Very well said about when you, I like the way you mentioned about work, that even when you rest, it's also work, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, moving on to the next chapter.
Okay. So in this chapter, I found out that work is very important to our life. Without work, there will be no life. Imagine a world where no human being worked. Like, the world would be so different, and it would not be as good as it is right now. There would be corruption everywhere. It will not be a good place to live. But a world where everyone works is in harmony, everything is running smooth, and they will be live. Even from the time of the cavemen, when cavemen were the ones, they work, they invented things, they thought things through and processed things, and they started us off, and then we pick up from where they have left off until we came all the way to the modern age, and we are still doing and inventing more things and working harder and getting more things done and improving the quality of life we have.
Right.
God worked too, and that's why we're a product. Everything that exists today is a product of work. Everything. So even the thing you deem not important, like the air you breathe, for example, it was created through hard work. So if it shows that you've been created through hard work and you are given the ability to create things, God has given every one of us talents and given us strengths. We can all work with this. We can all use these strengths and we can work. So someone to say that they don't want to work could mean that they don't want to exist, because without work, nothing exists.
Right.
All the things that we've been created, from the light to the very technology we're using to stream this right now, is through work. Someone made this. It didn't just happen. Someone worked hard to make this, and they've made a product. And just like this, anyone, if they work hard, you can have something you want. You can see something that you want to happen. You think you know you can do it. You work hard at it, you can make it happen, as long as you're willing to work hard. And you are as good as dead if you're not working. Basically, there's this story of this guy who he did not work. He was 30, he was still living in comfort of his mom and his dad. Then one day, a shock accident killed them both. They got run over by a car. Both of his parents were dead. He had no money of his own. His parents didn't have much money. They were giving all of their money to him. So the money left for them was nothing. He was and he had no job. He was basically worthless, and basically he thought that's the end of his life. Luckily though, he ended up getting a job. But that goes to show that if you don't work, you're as good as dead. He couldn't do anything as when he was not working. Just like our organs work to sustain our body, I believe that you need to work to sustain this earth. God put us in this earth. We are like an organ. If an organ refuses to work, a person could die. If somebody refuses to work, you are basically endangering the world. God has brought you for a reason. And if you're not willing to bring out that reason by working hard, you are basically wanting to let down the whole world. You could let down the whole world. There's a lot of people talented. They just have not worked at their talents. If they bring in effort, then they can work. Hard work will protect your life and keep you in the harmful effects of laziness. Idleness is the devil's workshop. Devil can tempt. There's a lot of problems can happen when someone is lazy. David was being idle, just looking over his kingdom. He saw somebody that he liked, and he ended up killing a man by sending him to the front lines and killed her husband. King Nebuchadnezzar was idle, looking at his kingdom. Then he became proud. He said, "Oh, look at this work that I have done," and he ended up being an animal for 7 years. This shows that if we should not be lazy, we should be working. We have something to do, something to just work at. A small project, anything that will give you, keep you busy. When you decide to become a workaholic, you're deciding to shut the door against boredom and keep vices at a distance and never be in need or lack. If there's successful people today that work hard, you think, look at like Bill Gates, for instance. The amount of hours he's worked, people, it's over the top. But it's not over the top. There's nothing like too much work. There's only hard work, which is work. And because he work, you can't say Bill Gates is in lack of wants. He is meeting the lack and the wants of people today. Some people, especially in Africa, when he went to Africa, he helped so many people. I think that he's an example of somebody who worked hard, somebody who took away lack of want, and instead of being in lack of want, he is eliminating the lack of want of other people. If you decide not to work, you're opening your life to the evil of boredom and inviting evil vices and trouble and signing up a friendly deal with evil called poverty. You endanger your life when you refuse to work. Not too recently in school, we were learning about knife crime, about why people end up in jail with a knife. Basically, something similar with all the people that were interviewed. They were all in prison. Why were they in prison? Why did they kill people? They were all involved in the death of somebody. But that was because all of them, they were out of work. All of them, they were on the street with their friends. They were out betting, gambling with the remaining money they had. And they were drunk after that. They got into a fight, ended up stabbing someone, and they ended up in jail for murder.
Wow.
That just comes to show that idleness could be anyone's downfall. It's been the downfall of many people, and the lack of being busy has been what has made people great today. People, they're like Apple, companies like Apple, Steve Jobs. You can't say he was an idle person. He was clearly not an idle person. A company like that, even though he isn't around today, a company like that started, the biggest company in the world wouldn't have become so great with a lazy founder. If somebody lazy had founded the company would be nowhere today. There are a lot of companies who have shut down because people can't cope with the hard work involved. Even just like the IT of it, like any business, there is going to be a lot of um, admin, just that, and that could put off anybody. But the whole fact that it's about technology, about making computers, that is an even bigger part. It comes to show how much hard work is needed to be successful. If people busy working, they have no time to be involved in evil like armed robbery, drug addiction, and social vices.
Abba, are you still on the chapter 2 lessons?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Armed robbery, all drug addiction, all of this could end up anybody places they don't want to be. People have ended up dead because they are busy on the streets, got in a fight, and they lost their lives. Going back to that documentary watched, one of the guys said he was carrying a knife and he walked into a fight, him and his gang. His knife ended up killing 3 of his friends because he dropped it in the fight and somebody stabbed 3 of his friends and they all died. Wow. He ended up in jail. They ended up running away. It comes to show that he had nothing to do, as I said, and ended up doing things they shouldn't have been doing because they are bored. A lot of people, you see them roaming the streets. What are you doing? They are bored. They have nothing to do. And that's because they're not working. If you can get that idleness, that laziness away, you won't see people on the streets. People will be too busy working and building themselves up to be on the streets doing nothing. Right. The major reason of the need to exist in society is the refusal of people to work. Poverty is a menace in society which is born out of a refusal to work. The reason for vices in society is boredom, which is born out of a refusal to work. As I said, people have made the wrong choices in their life. They have not worked. They have wasted their life basically, and they have not achieved anything. If anything, they've only achieved the wrong things. I believe that if we have work, if these people choose to work, they can achieve anything. There was this show about why people. There was this country. I mean, this city in England people were complaining that they have no jobs, and then some guy wanted to see if this was true. He went around the city looking for employers, and there were so many employers with signs saying we are looking for staff roles available. There are roles available, and they have still not used that. They have not gone to the roles. They are just blaming these governments for not having anything to do. When, to be honest, it's them. There's no working hard. They are not achieving anything. So I believe that if someone is willing to put in work, they will achieve things.
Wow. Well done. Very well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you really use a wonderful example. You saying about crime. So to catch up with you, if people will get engaged, if people are going to work, if they are going to work hard, there is a possibility that crime is going to decrease in our society. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe that if there is no boredom, people are working, people are not being idle, they would try and get easy money, because crime is one way of getting easy money.
Right.
That was how in America, when the immigrants moved in, all the slums, they started to get crime to make money because there was no money there. There was no work for them, and they tried to use crime to get money. And that did not work out. And that shows that if we have something to do, that we will earn you get what you need. There will be less problems in the society. The world will be a better place.
Wow.
I want to see. Here I got a certificate I had just a week ago.
Okay.
In school, I got it for English, modern languages, music, and science.
Okay.
It just shows that I didn't end them just by going to school, but working hard, applying myself. Because there are other people too who could have ended it.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
So you got this all from learning of hard work, right?
Yes.
Wow.
The overall who the teacher thought performed best in the class.
Wow, well done. Well, viewers, you can hear from Abba. He is just 13 years old. And today we are reviewing the book, Why You Must Urgently Become a Workaholic. And he has just proven to us, by hard work, he was awarded in his school. So this is not just about, oh, I'm reading a book for reading's sake. He has read the book and he has applied the principle, and now he's going to the top. So guys, please, as you're coming in, go share. Go share. This is a very, very important broadcast. You don't want to miss this broadcast. And please don't just watch this alone. For those of you that have kids, go call your children to come listen to this 13 years old challenging us today and reviewing this book. Okay, Abba, let's go ahead. Chapter 3.
Okay. The number one reason for recession in any country is laziness among the citizens of the nation.
Wow, Abba, can you please repeat that again for our viewers to hear very well?
The number one reason for recession in any nation is laziness of citizens in that nation. What I'm saying is that a country that has citizens in a country that don't work, it will not be this country will be going into recession. There will be no money in the bank. For instance, let's say there's a developing country, but they have someone who works to like the way Bill Gates work. That country will be there will be much more money in that country.
Right.
Much more people want to give. There will be much more money flowing in that economy.
Right.
And other people too will want to work like that. They too. They can earn more money. They can get money as well into the society.
Right.
Any slothful society will come down to decay sooner or later. In one way or another, decay will come to the economy, systems, lifestyle, ministries, agencies, institutions, and everything else. A society where the citizens aren't willing to work, then that will not be a good society. There will be jobs there, but there will be people not taking the jobs. The jobs will have to shut down. That's the decay of systems. People won't be able to, let's say international companies want to move there. If there's no money in the economy, they'll just be wasting their money. They won't go there.
Right.
The people of that country won't be able to benefit from what that organization has to offer. Then that will affect everything. That will affect the people who go to that country. That will affect how many people, that will affect everything. What the citizens do, how much work the citizens will do is very important. It's a country where everybody is busy. Everyone is getting somewhere, trying to work hard, trying to earn. That is a society that will be developed.
Right.
I can say that in Europe, countries are developed. All the countries are developed, but you can see a difference here. You get the United Kingdom, you get Germany, you get France. These countries, they're not as much as a Catholic background as in, let's Spain, Portugal, Italy. And the Catholics, they were not that heavy on work. The Catholics Catholics are very religious people. they are very into religion, everything to do with religion. While Protestants, they were more of a, they believed in more work. They worked harder.
Right.
For instance, in America, look at American society today, booming, because of the kind of background that country came from. The country always been on a motto of hard work, the American dream. Everyone should work hard. So many people move to America just because of that. You work hard in America, you get money in America. That's one of the things, how it's not crumbling. People are going there. Let's say there's an international organization started somewhere else and they see America. They'll say, why can't we put a base there, start something there? Like any organization, like Chinese organizations, Japanese, they too, they're booming. They could go to America, start a business, grow their business there, plant a business there, and they will be able to get money from a society that has people working, because they will get people to work from there, work in that country, and they will get money from there. So that just comes to show, and they will get the profit of the organization. The organization will just grow, and there will be more jobs for people to do, and people will be less lazy. That just shows if a country that is working hard, work hard, that's what they can achieve. America is clearly a place where people work hard. People went there to work hard, and people there work hard. So same in like developed countries like the United Kingdom, Germany, France, those countries with big economies, the biggest economies in Europe, because they too, they're not really much of a they're not really, even though Britain is quite Catholic, they have been quite affected by America, and because a lot of them went to America here and they have brought values with them, and we have really worked, and I think UK have really developed through work. So Germany too. Germany were, even through World War I, World War II, all they were doing was trying to work hard and trying to make their economy to boom like other places. And their economy today is envious. Laziness, and there's going to be a brain-led economy, all kinds of drainage, while the society or country is full of laziness. The society will struggle if there is laziness. There will be nothing done. Nothing will be done in a country like that. People aren't willing to work, aren't willing to try and develop themselves. Some people, they won't go to school. Some of them, they don't believe that, they just want to stay home, play, do other things. But if you work hard, you are able to, you could change the fate of your country. Developing countries need this kind of message. They need this kind of message in developing countries, like African countries and countries like Haiti. For a country to develop, it has to first overcome the culture of laziness in its citizens by teaching them to become workaholics.
Right.
I believe that before anything can happen, there's got to be knowledge. If the citizens don't know that working hard is the way, let's say a citizen, a country like that depends on their religion. Only that they are focusing to what they are doing, and they are hoping that what their religion will grant them money. That's not going to happen. But if that country has been taught the principles of hard work, what hard work can bring for them, and what hard work will do for them, that country, I believe, could change very quickly. India, for instance, India is a country changing fast. There are people in India who are working hard, making organizations, building things, and because of that, their economy is growing. The economy is growing fast.
Wow. Right.
Yeah. Our people must once again realize that it is only hard work and excellence that leads to wealth creation. Wealth is wealth is not is the way to get wealth these days is hard work. It's this modern age, hard work is the way to get and everything. Everything has been granted through hard work. You can see countries that are full of hard work, countries full of big organizations, because the people in that country are willing to work hard. So if for everyone there, you should work hard. You can change your country if you work hard. It must once again become a common knowledge to our people that it is only wealth that we create that we can share. Yeah, let's go back to what Bill Gates did, how much money he had, and he gave it. He would share his wealth with other people, and he would make people not have lack of want. There was I just can't remember the name, but there was someone who he was among the top 10 richest. Then he donated so much of his money to charities, to organizations, and because he when he donated, he didn't stop working hard. He just gave away a lot of his wealth to help other people, and he climbed back up to surpass where he was before, to become even richer than other people who were richer than him before he gave a lot of his wealth away. That's how he, instead of him just living and just being happy with the quality of his life, he's helping people. Their quality of life is becoming better. They're enjoying their life more because of his hard work. Just on how much of an honor it would be to be able to have changed the world, to have something in the world that is changing the world. You having doing something to change the world. People will look up to you, and you could we need more people like that, more people to inspire people, younger people, so that they can start working hard. I believe in schools, like a lot of schools in a lot of countries have been really focusing on their students now. People are turning now to their students because, especially like primary 7 and last year primary going into high school, they're really trying to get into them that they are the future of this country, because a lot of countries that started these projects called their 2050. How the country is going to be in 2050? Probably the people who started this thing know that it's not going to be them in the 2050. Where in 2050 it's going to be young people. If these young people are filled with laziness, are not going to work, then the world would not be a very good place in the future. So the governments, like in France, even here, that it started in France when the students in Paris, they went through this project, and they were designing like how they think 2050 would be, what they would try and do to make 2050 be like that.
Right.
A lot of them said they work hard. That they want, a lot of children want to change the world now, but they also need to know that it's through work.
Right.
I
Wow.
believe that you see that a country like that they are teaching their young children there that is hard work. A country like that, I have no doubt that by 2050 they will only grow.
Right. Wow. Wow. Wow, Abba. Wow. Wow. You are so smart. I don't know where you're getting this smartness from. Is it all from the book?
The book is full of knowledge. The book has helped me a lot.
Guys, are you hearing this? Please, can you just repeat what you just said?
The book is full of knowledge. The knowledge is that kind of book needs to be shared. Wow. I believe that if we can, if this book can be translated, given to other countries can read, I believe that the world would really change if people read this book.
Wow. Awesome. 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 Guys, go share. Go call everybody you know to come join us with Abba Haruna. Wow, that is powerful. Wow, I can imagine a 13-year-old talking about economy. Wow, and you got all that from the book. And I believe your parents are from Nigeria, so you know a little bit about Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're aware of the recession that has been going on in Nigeria now?
Yes.
Okay.
There's been, like, when I used to live in Nigeria, even though I was quite young then, didn't understand it much. Now, I've read something like this. I can relate that, yes, a country like Nigeria needs this kind of book, needs this kind of teachings happening so that we can grow.
Right, right. Well, guys, we are tapping from the wisdom of a 13-year-old. A 13-year-old is challenging us today as a nation, as an individual, that we can do better, we can become better through hard work. It is not cheap talk, it is not blah, 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 it is real. And once again, Abba has proven to us that the little hard work he has put into his school academic, he has been rewarded so far. And I believe he is going to do better. So guys, once again, go share. And if you haven't gotten your copy of this book, it's available on Amazon, on Okada Books, Kindle version. Go get this copy. You've heard from Abba. He says all Nigerians, everybody needs to read this book so that our world will be a better place. If you want to make our world a better place, there is so much going on, so much. I don't need to go into details. There is an answer to that. So go get your copy. Okay, Abba, let's moving on. We're going to chapter 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This chapter really shows why you should be a workaholic. Workaholics are without equal in whatever they do. They stand out and they take the place of honor above everyone else. That a workaholic, they all have this quality of working till they are above everyone else. The workaholic could start at the bottom, but could work harder than people in higher ranks and places and roles, and they could just go over them, pass over them till they are at the top because of how much work they are willing to put in. Someone who's a workaholic will be preferred to someone who is in a high role but doesn't work as much as him. Because people who are willing to work, they are really the ones who come and earn the money. It was the immigrants that went to America. Some of them, they went to America with only one vision: to work. That was the only reason they went to America, to work hard. And people have really worked hard. There was some guys, one group of people, they went to America and they started they were basically nothing in Italy where they were. And he said that he come to America because he said that America is a land of opportunity. People have told him America is a land of opportunity. Italy was struggling back then, so he decided to come to America, sail to America, and his quality of life changed because of how much work he put in. Though he didn't lead a very long life after that because of his age, he was still able to start, and he really greatly enjoyed a decision. He came here, he walked. You come to a place like UK, if you come somewhere, you leave your country, and just go to the country for the benefit, for the pleasures, for what they have. You're not going to do much. But if you come to somewhere else, you just able to just work hard. Yeah, I believe that you can really start something. You can make a difference. Right. You can start people that think you're not going to stand out, you can surprise them. Your mates that you started with, you could surpass them. Nobody is in this world is your mate. As soon as you leave school, no one is your mate anymore. And a workaholic, someone who's willing to work hard, will be in the top class of living.
Right.
If you want to stand out, you must hard work. You must work hard to stand out.
Right.
People who work hard, you can see, let's say an employer is trying to find someone. Who should I pick? Somebody, they went to school, they got good qualifications, then they see somebody who doesn't have as good qualifications but have work experience from a young age. They've been working from a young age. They understand, they have experience in this kind of thing. They would be preferred over the person with all the qualifications, because that person that has worked hard doesn't you don't necessarily, I'm not saying qualifications are not important, but if you want to achieve much, it's not about the qualifications you have, it's about the work you're willing to put in. You can have a lot of qualifications and put in little effort, or you could have qualifications and put in a lot of efforts.
Wow.
Yeah, there are some people who, they made some bad choices with their life, but because they, with basically no qualifications, some people, they have left school from a young age, like 14, 15. But today, as one of the people in the cadets I went to, he made some choices he shouldn't have made. And today he's traveling, so he works the army cadets part-time, but he mostly works in the business. He does writing at a high level, so critics review his writing. He didn't really study writing, but because of how much work he put in, when he realized that he needs to work hard, he is financially secure. He's worked hard and he's succeeded. He's got a family now. He's earning money because he worked hard from where he was.
Wow.
He's showing. I'm certain that with the job he holds now, there's people out there with better qualifications than he has, but because of the work he puts in, he surpasses them all.
Wow.
Because it's not about what you know, but what you do with what you know.
Right, right.
You could know little but do a lot with it, and you can make a lot. You could know a lot and do little with it and not do much.
Right.
When others are satisfied with mediocrity and average, you should be unsatisfied without it. You can't. As somebody who thinks, the average amount of money, they have the average standard of life. But that kind of workaholic is not the kind of person. A workaholic is that person who says, "This is where I am. I can only go up from here, and only go up from there." If they have that kind of mindset, I believe this is the mindset that we need to put into younger children. The mindset that where you are is not a full stop.
Right.
Where you are only a place is only where you are right now, but that's only a starting point to where you're going to be next. So if you are willing to work hard, you only move up. The only way is up, and there's no limit to how high you can go.
Right. Wow. Yes.
You can have a lot of success and stop there, and you quickly become a failure.
Right.
Anyone who is satisfied with where they are in this modern world, you very quickly lose it all if you are not willing to work.
Right.
If you feel from wherever you are, you work hard, you will only keep growing, and you will not be caught out by anything. There can't be any recession for you. You won't be suffering going through recession. And I believe that if more people going work like this, there will be a lot more. There will be a lot more for people. People will be able to work harder. It's just the fact that people work hard, just the fact that they can inspire others to work hard. they'll see people, young successes in football. There's people who they are really showing their skills. They're really being watched right now. When you ask them, how do you manage this? They have that person that they look up to, because that person worked hard.
A mentor.
They want to work and be like that person. They want to work to the kind of level and even surpass the person, because you only want to go up. Where people have left, they have left records, and they are only records to be beat by the next generation. If we can manage, if the people who are willing to work hard, we can teach young people to work hard, I believe that they will be very successful in what they do.
Wow.
This is the virtue common to all great people, that preserve and persist on hard work. It is not by dreaming you earn anything. People have dreams and it just remains a dream till they die. But some people have dreams and they work at that dream till that dream becomes a reality. That shows that you can do anything, you can dream anything, but if you don't work, you can't do anything. There are people who have dreamed that they will become one or the other, like especially in like when they are really young. They'll say, "What do you want to be?" They'll say things that's really ambitious, and it's good to be ambitious. But there are some people who think it's only ambition and they won't get anywhere. But someone with an ambition, a good mindset, and a mindset of work are easily going to be among the best. Easily in whatever they do, they will not struggle. They will be the best. They will basically be. There will be competition for jobs. People right now, they seem to be jobs with the highest companies. But these people who work hard and have that mindset of working hard is the people that will be envied by the employers. Employers will want to have somebody like that. I remember this. I had a message from a pastor. Was talking about how Apple, Steve Jobs saw somebody work for Pepsi. He saw the amount of work he was willing to put in, and he really wanted somebody like that in his company. Like, he wanted somebody who is willing to work hard and advance his company. And he managed to convince him. He kept going to him, asking him, "Come work for us." And he said, "Why would you want to sit there selling sugared water, or do you want to change the world?" The amount of work he has is, for him, it's enough work to change the world. And it is. Today, Apple is the biggest company in the world, with a net worth of $903 billion.
Yes.
They are very successful company. And Amazon, they are the owner of the company is Jeff Bezos. He is the only person with enough dollars to his name to have more dollars than he has brain cells today.
Right.
Because of hard work. Amazon is very successful. The amount of money they make, very recently, Amazon became such a runaway company. They just completely in e-commerce, and they have completely stole the market.
Right, that's true.
Completely.
Yes.
They have so much so, and they're starting other things. Before they started Amazon Prime, Amazon these books I read. The book I read it through Amazon Prime. All of these books, Kindle, Amazon Echo Dots, all of these things, right. Because of how much work they've done, they're only going up. They're only adding more things. Amazon are only increasing. They don't now only sell things online. They have other services now.
Yes.
So it shows that they are the most hardworking company in the field of what they do.
Right. Awesome.
If you want to become the best in whatever you do, urgently you must become a workaholic.
Right.
If you want to be the best in anything, is as I said, the most hardworking. If you are able to work hard, you become the best in everything you're doing.
Right.
Somebody who is a Serena Williams, she was training from such a young age. She was training in rigorous training from the age of 3 years old.
Yes.
She what kind of person would not become successful like that? There's just no way. Because of and rigorous training today, her mom would be there. She would be missing the tennis balls. Today, she's she's winning grand slams. She's succeeding so much. Yes, she is succeeding so much, and because of the hard work learned to an early age, she has become really successful. I too, when I was a young age, I got an interest in musical instruments.
Okay.
I play several. I play the piano, the drums. I play the tuba. I play the ukulele, and I play the guitar.
Wow.
Because I was interested at a young age, and in school, when I was in Nigeria, somebody used to come teach me piano. When I moved here, I have drum lessons, and on Fridays, I also have brass. I learned brass instruments, mostly the tuba, in the Army Cadet Band. I've played in for the important people in this place. Went to Glasgow. We marched. We were playing instruments.
Wow.
And then we played at a Burns in Scotland. We have the national poet of the country, Robert Burns. We celebrate him in the 28th of January. We played for people from really high status came to Edinburgh, and we played for them while they were eating and produced entertainment for that night.
Wow.
I don't think I could. I have the knowledge, especially when I joined and started playing the tuba. The guy that was in charge, that's the guy who he's started working and that was talking about earlier. That started working for the writing company.
Okay.
He's also in charge of the band I play, the band in the cadet force, and he was surprised with how much I knew already when I joined. I didn't necessarily know about how to play tuba, but I knew about like how to read music, how to count in music, and
wow.
type already.
At what age? At what age did you start the music classes?
I started the music lessons in around primary 3.
Okay, so what age is that? Since you're 13 now.
Yeah, that was when I was about 9.
9. Okay, early start. Good.
Yeah, I got an interest in school when played the drums, and then from there I got even more interested. And then when I was about 9, started lessons at my house. Then we moved here. I didn't start drum lessons right away because I didn't really know where to go for lessons. But then I found places. I'm now getting a lot of practice, and yeah, because when I was younger, I got the interest and I started working out, and I got better.
Okay. So.
Sorry?
Yeah, so I was about to ask that, do you think you're going to take it to the professional level, your music?
I don't think it will be a professional level. It certainly be something that I could do as like a part-time job, but I don't think it's like a professional level.
As a part-time job. So you think you know enough to teach others?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's been times where the people who is leading it have not been there, like in the drum lessons, and I've been the one to teach them what to do.
Whoa! At 13? Yeah, at 13 or earlier than 13?
Yeah, when I was 11.
Wow, wow, that's impressive. Wow.
Because there was in primary school there was also in a woodwind band, and I played the clarinet for 3 years or 2 years, and yeah, I was the most ahead. The person who was in charge of the band would easily say I was the one most ahead there, and he wasn't there one day, and somebody was just there to monitor what we're doing. But all in all, I was left in charge to try and help them get better
Make
in what they were
Africa.
doing. Because of I was the one who worked the hardest. When I went home, I would practice, ask them. They were getting annoyed by the sound of it, but because I was working hard, I was able to surpass them. In a lot of the music classes I've surpassed people, but it's not it's because I worked hard at it.
All right. Wow. Hard work, right?
Yes.
Wow.
There is no greatness without hard work.
Yes.
No, nothing to the top.
Greatness to that one.
We work to firstly realize our hidden potentials. Therefore, we must then, that's the key to discovering yourself. Then you work hard to increase your skills, what you are good at.
Right, right.
That's the difference between having a talent and being a professional at something.
Okay.
So,
Abba, wait a minute. Is that for chapter 5 or you are still on chapter 4? You're still on 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, you have been hearing so far from Abba. He's 13 years old. And I believe you've gone to invite your friends, tag your friends, because this is a great conversation. A 13-year-old today is teaching us, and he's also teaching children, because he mentioned children that, well, it is not just all about being a kid. You should go read and make yourself, add value to yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And also he's sharing with us other things that he has interest in. So it's not all about read, but you also play instrument to the extent that he is now teaching others. I'm still surprised actually about that. I'm still wrapping my head around that, how that is possible. But I believe it's possible. So guys, go share, tag your friends and join us. We are still going on with the program, even though we have a few minutes to round up, but still, I hope Abba will be able to, give us the main point before we end. Abba, you are so smart. You know too much for your age, I think. Listening to you, you're just making me to smile. And truly speaking, I'm happy to even be the one to interview you. I always look forward to when we have a kid to interview. But I don't think I'm even going to call you a kid, because clearly you know too much, right? So how come you're so prepared? Because it's like you just keep going, you just keep talking, and I don't want to interrupt you intentionally. I want you to really fully express yourself. That's why I just left you to keep talking. So how come you're so prepared? Did you do it all by yourself or someone helped you?
I've just been encouraged to read the book and to study the book. I've not been like directly helped. Because
encouraged by who?
My parents.
Okay.
My dad. He encourages us. We all read with him. On Fridays we come, we review our book, what we've been reading, and yeah, we tell each of us what we have been reading. That is more of encouragement, and we do the book. I've really understood the book. That's why I think I'm able to really share the book with it.
Nice. Nice, great. So you do the reading all by yourself, and then you later on do the review with your dad. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, guys, I believe if Abba, 13-year-old, we also had his brother, 11-year-old Joram, and we also had his sister as well, 10-year-old. We also interview her. So, guys, you can start teaching your children. As I've heard from Abba that you use Serena's story as an example, that she started training at the age of 3. And I believe, well, if you haven't started early, it's not too late. It's never too late. You can also go ahead and start from wherever you are. But I think teaching a child to read book at an early age is very, very, very vital. I was opportune to start reading too early, so I know the importance of reading. So let's go ahead, Abba, chapter 5, please, the lessons of chapter 5.
Okay, I've come to conclude there are more talented people living in mediocrity than there are who are living in excellence and financial wealth. People who are living in mediocrity is because they have talent, but they are not willing to put in work to really up that talent. A talent is something that we have that we are naturally good at, but talent doesn't mean you are the best at it. Talent means you have potential to be the best in it. And when you have this talent, you really need to nurture your talent. You really need to use your talent to and become the best with your talent. Because it will be easier for someone who is naturally love what's something like in football. Someone who is talented in football naturally will have more skill than somebody who is not that as talented, that have not really understand football as much. They will be talented in something else, but their talent is the starting point of excellence.
So you're saying that even if someone has talent and he doesn't work on it, it's almost nothing.
It's not enough. Hard work is what makes the difference.
All right.
Not all successful people are talented, and not all talented people are successful. Right. So Albert Einstein, his teacher would not have called someone like him talented, but he is successful. Yes, through hard work, even though he might not have been talented, he was able to revolutionize science. Right. He has changed science so much in the modern age. That's the 1900s is definitely the time where the most scientific change happened. Science really moved up, and he had a big part to play in the in how much science has evolved, how much people know now, where people are ending up science-wise, because of the advancements we've had. And he's one of the people, even though some people would not call him talented. And then there are people who are talented but are not near as successful as people who are not as talented.
Right.
But if you have a talent and you're willing to nurture the talent and willing to work hard, then you go places with your talents.
All right. Okay.
Like having a photographic memory that's not using that talent to your advantage. There was this guy who had a photographic memory. He memorized he could tell you every single road. You didn't need a map. You didn't need a map to go anywhere. He had the map in his brain.
Right.
He read books. He could tell you anything because of his memory. And that's a talent. But if he had just have a photographic memory, he would not. He did not learn things like the map of Africa and that. He would not have made a name for himself. He made a name before he died.
Right.
But he was very, very. He was very talented. The few talented people who have become successful in life only because they have worked hard to improve their talent. That's what I was talking about. Your talent needs improvement. Your talent is your starting point. You all have talents. The Bible of the 5 talents showed that somebody who buries their talents, nothing. They won't do anything. People who got their talent and work hard with their talents,
right,
they will become successful. That's why I believe that a talent is not enough. It's work hard that makes a difference.
Right. Awesome.
Your talent are gifts, and gifts are like diamonds. If you do not refine them through hard work, they can never appreciate in value. When you find a diamond, it's you have to like on the ground. Apparently, it's like it's very hard to turn that diamond into something worth selling on the market, because diamonds are very precious, but they are very hard to find. When you find them, people refine them diamonds to such a fine status. They are worth thousands of pounds. There was the pink diamond, the rarest diamond known to man, the nearest stone known to man, is worth up to $1 million. But it's not worth $1 million if it's still in the ground. It's still not been dug out.
Right.
It's like talent, but the work is finding that talent, using that talent, and then turning it into something else.
Into something like a product, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you. Abba. Do you think this book, Christians should read this book? Is it just for Christians, or is just for, who do you think should read this book?
Everybody should read this book.
Everybody.
Christian,
adults, children, grandma, grandpas.
Understand? I believe children would not even have a problem reading this book.
Children will not have a problem reading this book. Why?
When I read this book, I think this book is for adults, because it's the titles are like work, hard work, or that's not for me. I'm too young for that. But when I read the book, I've not found anything hard to understand.
Right.
It's simple as you work hard, and then you should be successful, and then it tells you how to work hard. That you work hard, you need to love work, you need to become addicted to work.
Wow.
It's not hard to understand.
Nice.
It's very precious to not have this knowledge.
Awesome. Okay, Abba, we're rounding up, but before we go, what advice do you have for children your age, even younger your age, or even older people, but particularly your age? What advice do you have for them today?
I think that every person, whatever age you are, try and find your interest. You can find something you're interested in. You can find something you would like to work at, and you can become successful. You can start to make a name for yourself. You can start to change. You can start to work hard. I was one day I saw people who could Rubik's skill here. I learned to solve it when one day I saw people how many could solve it. I said, "There's no reason why I can't solve this." Even though I didn't learn how to do it instantly, it took a couple of days, it took a week, but still I can see if I do this, if I mix it up, I can solve it.
Wow, you know how to solve that?
Yes.
That is awesome. That is something only smart people know how to do. Are you kidding me? I tried to do it like a million times. I just left it. But you can do that. How is that possible?
I was basically for that when I got the Rubik's Cube. Before I got it, someone was teaching me how to do it. But when I got it, I really I just worked very hard at it. I kept doing it, and yeah, I kept till I solved it, and then I just kept solving it till I could solve it quickly.
So repetition, you keep trying, repetition, try till you got it
just
right.
Like Thomas Edison, he had to keep trying. The light bulb didn't come like that.
Right.
He didn't. Oh, I want to make the light bulb first attempt. Maybe if that's how life is, no, that's not how life is. Because people will not be where they are today if that's how life is.
Right. Wow. Kudos. Kudos. Wow. Abba, it has been a great, awesome time with you. I enjoy every second with you. And unfortunately, we are coming to the end of our program. So viewers on Facebook, on YouTube, please go share. Let's share as much as possible, because this is a time that should make history, definitely. Abba today has made history with the book, Why You Must Urgently Become a Workaholic. So we have come to the end of our program. Abba, thank you very much for coming to our program. And for those of you that have kids that maybe they've read books also, DSA's books, If you want us to feature them, you can write us to our email, guests@godembassy.org, and we are going to arrange for your kids to come on the program, or even an adult, anybody. You are always welcome. So thank you very much for this time, and see you in 30 minutes. GSA is going to come back and continue with his series. So see you in 30 minutes. Thank you. Bye-bye.